That's actually crazy. Jesus.
Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, man, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And Esau, his kingdom, and just the shit that this man sows in the earth is starting to, fall back on him, man. Those curses are really starting to hit Esau, and he doesn't realize it. The Lord is really doing a number on this place. So it says, death toll in central Texas, flash floods near 70, as sheriff says 11 campers remain missing. Now I've seen another hookup where they talking about they really just don't know how many people were out and about, at the time, because people was so-called celebrating that 4th of July bullshit, and no telling what the numbers are going to get up to. So, but how many floods have America had this year with this kind of fatality? You never used to hear about shit like this, bro. Okay, but it says Kerrville, Texas, the death toll from flash floods that rampaged through central Texas rose to at least 67 on Sunday as rescuers maneuvered through challenging terrain, found more bodies, and continued their desperate search for many others, including 11 missing girls from a summer camp. Searchers in Kerr County have found 16 bodies since Saturday afternoon, bringing the total number of the dead there to 59. The dead included 21 children. So the Lord is judging, the Lord is no respecter of person, man. He pledged to keep searching in that hill country region until everybody is found from Friday's flash flood. And then you got to realize too, hey, if your ass is found and you a little girl, or you somewhat of an attractive teenager or something like that, Esau might just pull your ass away and traffic your ass, or he'll have your ass chained up in a cabin somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know with this man. It says 4 deaths also were reported in Travis County, 3 in Burnett and 1 in Kendall. Rescuers dealt with broken trees, overturned cars, and muck-filled debris in a difficult task to find survivors. Yeah, because you got to realize that's mud, man. They'll find everybody at the bottom of the hill, so to speak, once they dig out and shit. Says authorities still have not said how many people were missing beyond the 11 children. Yeah, because of course they're going focus on those children. As a matter of fact, I seen something earlier, because I'm thinking these are all Edomites. I really want to say these are Edomites. Let me see here. It could have been. I seen a story pop up in the New York Post. Yup, here. Okay, here's another article. Nearly 70 dead in Texas floods as families of missing wait and hope. But here you go. You're deporting all these Israelites, Northern Kingdom, and supposedly dropping them out of cargo planes. You know what I'm saying? With chained up, man. They finding a lot of Northern Kingdom on these beaches, throughout the world. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. I guess the ones that the sharks didn't get. So you got all this wickedness going on. As a matter of fact, let me grab a quick scripture too, because I want to come back, because I'm really thinking these are all Edomites. Now this is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So this man Esau became a nation of people, and you can sow as a nation, because look at the people. The scripture talks about. Let me get Sirach 10 verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So these people are no different. They're, the ones that really voted for Trump, this so-called king of America right now. These people are no different, man, and they don't have no compassion. They don't have no sympathy towards nobody else. So when shit like this gets to happening, everybody's supposed to just break down and prayer emojis is all over the damn place. Pray for such and such. Pray for such and such. So let me see here, though. I don't think I went into it. No, that's not the one. Because they did have an article. Let me go into the New York Post real quick. I think that was the one, but who knows? So much shit going on in the world. I thought it was the New York Post, but they had they had these what appeared to be like 5 or 6 little Edomite girls, that they supposedly have found thus far, and they had their pictures all strung across the damn news channel, and so when you look at the comment boards when it comes to their people, it's everybody need to pray and how horrible, my heart goes out. But when it comes to you, Jake, you know what I'm saying? They talking about feeding your ass to alligators. So guess what? Maybe it was some wild beast that's done already eaten a few of these motherfuckers, man. You see what I'm saying? So it says some facts about Camp Mystic, where Texas floodwater swept away dozens of girls. See? This is in Reuters. I wanted to just kind of show those photos, though, because they show you those photos and they want to give you that sympathetic look. Let me see here. They want you to feel sympathetic as to their plight, so to speak. See, I ain't even had to put in nothing. Girls, and all I put in was girls, and it says Camp Texas flood. Just that quick, just popped up just like that, because this is the type of attention that they put towards their people. Here you go, right here. Here's one of the pictures, right? Or matter of fact, you know what? Let me just go back to images, because like I said, when they do stuff like this, they try and give you that projection of feeling sorry for the asses, and nobody does, man, because you Edomites, man, y'all don't treat people right. You people be looking at y'all like, you the fucking problem in the planet. But look at this one. Here you go, right here. You got the woman looking doofy as hell in her American garb, but look at all these little girls. And knowing Esau, if they find any of them alive anyway, like I said, man, Esau trafficked these little girls, man. But anyway, this is the photos or the pictures that they'll show you, and they'll want you to, just look at them, and especially when it comes to not only so-called white kids but white girls. Come on, man, that's heartfelt in this country, right? But let me get this. What's that? Job 34 and 29, because they're reaping what they've sown, man. Job 34 and 25 is 39, Salakia, 34 and 29, Salakia. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him, whether it be done against a nation or against a man only? So the Lord, he deals with nations of people, and he deals with those individual men within those nations. And I'm looking at this shit in the backdrop. Matter of fact, it's 144,000 people watching on live right now, on Fox Live, and they going through all these spots where all these, the debris is at, and it's just goddamn chaos. And also, you're hearing about how Esau could be the very ones that's actually creating this weather through their crowd seeding, I think it's called. But this man is the wicked, man. He's the one that has destroyed the earth. But think about what they 4th of July went like. You think they was popping firecrackers while that goddamn water was flowing through? You think they was barbecuing? No, they wasn't. No. So, and Esau, they never show no sympathy, man. So they're not gonna get any. That's the thing. And people are not really feeling that way about them no more like that. They're just like, oh, for real? Good for your ass. That's the mindset that a lot of people have. You have to realize that this is where we're at in the earth. because Esau, he's falling. He's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And they're going to come down with great wrath because they seeing that they're losing that power. In fact, Revelation 12:12, they're losing that power, man. That power that they once had of manipulating the people and making people feel as if, they're they've been playing that victim slash that victim card too long. And you're the fucking villain, bro. You're the fucking villain. And I'm looking at a damn Edomite. She's in the backdrop. Fine ass Edomite too. She's on here with her damn eyelashes, them damn nails done, with some tight ass jeans on, working for Fox 4. Just looking fine as hell. You think anybody give a fuck about that flood looking at her? They sent her on scene to as the little beauty. The so-called white world of what the image of everybody should look like. Pretty little chick though, shit. Kind of some sexy to them, but anyway. But that's but this is what Esau does, man. They control the narrative. They try and push this narrative. It's not working no more. It's just not, bro. It's really not. This is on Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. See? So this man, he knows that that shit look crazy as hell too, man. That scenery is, god damn, bro. I can see, yeah, man. That's gonna take that'll take a minute there to get back right. But I mean, these are all Edomite neighborhoods. When you look at all the storms that have been happening, these hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, whatever has been going on with natural disasters, the Lord been tearing their asses up, and it's always in their neighborhood. So while Trump is out here bragging about alligator, Alcatraz, and you got these white bitches talking about 65 million of our people being chewed up by alligator, just saying a bunch of prideful shit, man. Matter of fact, let me get that one on pride, because the Lord hates that pride, man. Proverbs 16:18, pride go up before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. In the Good Word translation, it says pride precedes a disaster, and an arrogant attitude precedes a fall. And every time these people get, because when all this was going down, Trump was signing the big, beautiful bill. And this might be, they could have been, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know that this man will kill off his own people to control a narrative. We definitely know that. So while he was signing that big, beautiful bill to throw things off a little something, they could have actually caused that storm, man, because Esau, he's in control of some weather moderation machines, man. This motherfucker can moderate. He can change the weather, man. He can make some rainfall when he want to make some rainfall. This motherfucker can cause an earthquake. He can do little things like that, but and it's to keep your mind off of certain things. You know what I'm saying? But we don't focus in on all the bullshit. We see little stories and we project on it, and give the information on it. But when it comes to shit like Diddy, who gives a fuck about Diddy, man? Fuck Diddy. You got all this, they try and keep you all fucked over with some doofy ass story that's going on in the news. No, you better be looking at the backdrop of things, man. But whether or not they set this up, it's still the Lord, because the Lord is in control of all things, man. The Lord is the one that kills, and he's the one that makes alive. But let me get this one in Amos chapter 3, verse 6. And it reads, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? So whether it's Esau, because the Lord, he created Esau to be the wicked on the left-hand side. If he's creating the weather, so what? It's still all the plans of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This man can't go and just do what he wants to do. There's no such thing as free will. We was going off into that at camp yesterday. So the Lord is just breaking this place down, man. It just is what it is. Everything is big in Texas, what they say. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, a whole bunch of little fucking Edomites then got swept away in a damn flood. Look at them. And this is just a couple of them. You see what I'm saying? This is just a couple of them. And again, they're gonna run the bullshit on you. You know, let me get this one. They gonna run. Let's see. They gonna run the bullshit on you. These precious little darlings. They was at summer camp and they was just enjoying themselves. Well, the fuck was they doing at a goddamn summer camp? At this particular age right here, you should be teaching them how to make some damn muffins, some cooking some cornbread or something. You know, showing them how to mix food and tend to a garden. They supposed to be being groomed to become wives and shit. Here you go, they at a damn summer camp. What you think they doing at a summer camp? Nothing. Some bullshit. The ability to get abroad. Here you go. Somebody got a phone number on her ass. You know this is hurtful to an Edomite. That's why when they go off into captivity and they see their children being dragged away, like how they dragged our children away, it's going to hurt them the most because they really be loving their kids, man. You know, somebody got, yeah, she's missing. Here's a phone number. If you see her, call. You know, yeah, right, man. But people don't care, man. People are cruel now. People don't they see stuff like this. This shit just flies over their head, man, and they on to the next story. Look at this right here. And I seen them, they was driving through there in those big ass military trucks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, the first thought hit my mind was, now you out here, you got the military deporting so-called brown people, or, you know, Israelites, you know, Northern Kingdom. You know, you got the military posted up, running them down. Well, why aren't they out there searching for these people? But I did see one military truck that was rolling through all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and driving the asses out of there. Let me see. Because I could be wrong. I'm sure I don't know. I know they've been talking about cuts to FEMA and all this shit that Trump been cutting. So here you go right here, see? See? They coming through the swoop in these military trucks and shit like that. Making it seem like they just heroes. The little kids got on the life jackets. It seemed like it's just all little girls. I'm assuming this is just them camps or whatever. Because you don't really be seeing no pictures. They haven't been talking about no boys camps or anything like that. But here you go. Like, you know, they're going to show you a little shit like this here. I think that was one of them hurricanes. That's not the Texas flood thing there. But anyway, you get the point. You see what's going on, man. And Trump done cut a lot of funding to a lot of these disaster relief hookups. You know what I'm saying? As far as like them getting those alerts, he cut. You know, he fired a lot of those people. You know, he got rid of a lot of those people when he first came in. So I see in the comment boards a lot of people are starting to blame this administration for this type of disaster because they could have been warned. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end out. I didn't want to keep it long, but I'm looking at this shit in the backdrop on the news, and people shit fucked all up, bro. Oh, that they're looking at bikers and shit with them, you know, with them damn Hell's Angel jackets and shit on them vests, them long ass beards, looking doofy as hell. Because the Lord is cutting into their asses, man. And I'm, you know, all praises to Yahweh H.I.M. Let me grab one more. I got no problems with none of that there, baby. When we see it, I'm laughing my ass off. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the fall of our enemy. Right? Let me see. So you can see they are all out there. Families were allowed to look around the camp Sunday morning while nearby crews operating heavy equipment pulled tree trunks and tangled branches out of the water as they searched along a riverbank. Thunder rumbled from a new storm. Yeah, man. Hit them with something else, Lord. Says the woman and a teenage girl, both wearing rubber waders, briefly went inside one of the cabins, which stood next to the pile of the soap mattresses and a storage trunk and clothes. At one point, the pair doubled over, sobbing before they embraced. With each passing hour, the outlook of finding more survivors became even more bleak. Volunteers and some families of the missing who drove to the disaster zone searched the riverbanks despite being asked not to do so. Now, here you go. You just letting your kids just go. somewhere calling it camp. You know, nah, you know that type of shit. Nah, not in these days and times. Anyway, you know, you just send your damn kids along with some you don't know nothing about these people and allowing them to stay with them for the summer, because you know you got some lazy ass parents here in America. They'll send their kids away for the entire summer, man. Those kids be coming back fucked up. They be you know be done got SA molested and shit like that. Here you go right here. Look, oh, this is a perfect picture right here. Damn. Oh shit, where that picture at? That was the perfect picture. I done lost it. Right here. Look at the white chick with her ass cheeks all out. She was out there doing that party thing. Look at her. She out there with her ass cheeks out. The other girls crying and shit. This guy back of his neck looked like a fucking tomato. So when these Edomites go through stuff like this, you know, people be, you know, these other nations, they might act as if they're sad for you, you know, just to just be politically correct, but they don't give a fuck, man. They be looking like, well, good for your asses. Because it be shit like this happening to other people, especially Jake, you know what I'm saying? And they don't get no help like that. But they about to get, you know, Trump, he might look out for him. I don't know. He might. The way he acting now, he may not do nothing for these people. And I'm sure they voted for this guy. Yeah, that's a bad look there. You don't know where your motherfucking kids at. Governor Abbott, he vowed that authorities would work around the clock. And you got to realize, too, like this is one of those places, man, where, you know, all that big talk, all that big ass talk about, you know, deporting our people and doing the shit that they've been doing to our people. This is one of those places, man, where they was strong on talking about wall building and all this shit, you know, and you know, so the Lord is punishing this place. Then you had the damn Pope in Rome, Pope Leo the 14th offered special prayers for those touched by the disaster. Fuck out of here. Shit, if anything, they them kids being trafficked right over to the damn Vatican. Them damn girls, they probably over there, they done already landed. Like, we got some fresh meat for y'all. I won't put nothing past these people. Yeah, man, so it's a done deal. There you go. Here's another one of them pictures. Because Jake don't be into no shit like this. But this is Esau with that fatness of the earth, man. They have the fatness of the earth. And they constantly living by the waters and staying by the waters. Got cabins and shit by the waters. Jake don't be doing no shit like that, man. So I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that the lesson was edifying. A beautiful thing. This is a token from the Lord, man, to just show us that this place is falling. And I know this death toll is going to continue to rise, too. So with that, Shalom, Kwame Inshallah, and the Baba Ball.